the phase diagram for the two consonants and the vowel chart. And the vowel chart for the vocalic segment. Okay. You draw, yes, you draw the vowel charts, and you draw two phase diagrams because you have two consonantal segments. And then what do? You wait. No. What do? This is your preparation for the presentation. So, what else do you do? On that page, we don't ask you to write a composition, but in your presentation you said you're going to talk about the segment. Well, when you talk about the segments, perhaps you might need some technical words. You might need some technical words. And I mean, it's an exam, so you are nervous, and that is what happens to all of us when we are, under the pressure of an exam. Whatever the age, yes, whatever the situation, yes, and whatever the topic. So, on that preparation time, you can write notes in connection to those sounds you are going to describe, and you can have at hand examples to talk about, yes, different aspects of the segments, yes, that will be part of your presentation. What else? So you have the word, you have the phase diagram, you think about your presentation. No me tengo que olvidar de decir esto, yo siempre de las clauses me olvido de decir esto. I write it down. What else? And then you have the notes, the examples. Well, if I talk about plosives, I'll probably be talking about different processes. Plosives are involved in processes of germination and release masking. Okay, have an example ready. If you talk about germination and release masking and you don't give examples, the teacher will ask you, can you give an example? So, take this preparation time for you to write down notes and examples, yes, of things that are important or that you will mention in your presentation.
How much time?
15 minutes probably, yes, you have, yes, correct. 15-20 minutes, because we usually call a couple of students in, we give you the word, and then after 15-20 minutes of preparation time, we start listening to students. But before listening, we ask some of the people to come in. So ideally, the interview with the teacher lasts, yes, between 15 and 20 minutes, no more than that, yes. So that is the time of the preparation time for the other students in, yes? So, and then what else you were given? A text in phonetic script. So you're not only given a word of 3 segments, but a text as well. A text in phonetic script to read aloud. So you draw the face, you draw the vowel chart, you write down your notes, you write down a couple of examples, you practice the reading of the text, and you're ready. Now, you come in. And then what do you do? I don't know your name, so I can call you. Yes. Paloma. Paloma. And now?
You give your presentation.
Now is the time, yes, that you, yes. What is it that you do? What do you do with the word, with the face diagram and your note? What do you do? You?
Keep them and then use them to give your presentation.
And what kind of presentation is it? Is this an anecdote? No. Past simple is not going to be when and after that and suddenly whatever other, linguistic expression in connection with narrative is not going to be present. No. What kind of presentation are you giving? Academic, theoretical, it will be informative, descriptive. You will provide information to a teacher, and you will do that through description. So basically, you are going to describe and exemplify. You are going to describe and exemplify. So, your notes there, yes, are ready to help you, right? That picture, yes, you're going to talk about something very abstract, yes, which is sound. Well, that picture is there for you to have some concrete evidence, yes, of what you are saying. And you can use that picture whenever you are describing, I don't know, if you're describing a bilabial, it's your drawing, yes, you can signal the lips, together, right? Because that is your evidence, that is your concrete evidence that will support your speaking, yes? And then, well, you exemplify and you give notes. And then, ideally, we let you talk. We said, well, you come to the presentation, said, okay, which is your word? And you said, okay, my word is tail. Okay, we look at the diagrams, yes? If there's no problem with the diagrams, we give back the page to you, and we said, well, what can you say about the segments in these words? And then you begin, okay? And we let you talk. Ideally, you talk for about 5 minutes, yes, about this, uninterrupted, yes? Then
What if the transcription is not okay?
no, that's why when we give you the word, and spelling, we wait for you to transcribe it, and we modify anything if we need to modify. And then, okay, you finish your description, and then
You can go from general or to particular.
then we talk about this in particular. But then, is that, okay, the presentation, that's it.
You're asking questions, right?
And then there might be questions. And then, these questions might be related to your previous description or questions that open the topic to other topics that is not the segmental level. This word does not show processes in connected speech. Unless you manage to mention in your presentation how certain sounds change, yes, in phonetic speech, probably we ask you here general questions, yes, about processes in connected speech. Part of the syllabus deals with accent as well, and phonetics and phonological structure, phonological distribution, phonological system, phonemes and allophones, okay? So, questions. And
You have to read the passage.
and then you have to read aloud. Why these three different parts? What is one of the questions in the survey? Rather than the question, one of the answers was, okay, and what are the teachers looking at? What is it that they expect us to do Well, we expect you to do 3 different things. We expect you to produce discourse that is planned. We expect you to produce spontaneous discourse, and we expect you to control the phonological system. Okay? What do I mean by planned discourse? Well, why planned? Well, because you prepared for that. You got ready for that. You have your notes, you have the words, you have the examples. You know what you want to say. This is your presentation. This is your presentation, this is your performance in the test. And we expect you to plan because you had time before to think about what to mention and what to say. Then we will ask questions and see how you manage academic discourse spontaneously. To what extent can you talk comfortably about issues in connection with phonetics and phonology? And then the reading aloud will be there, yes, to focus on the segmental level, which is the level that we all worked with in phonetics 1. Yes? So this is what we are looking at the 3, and that's why the presentation, let's say, or the oral, part of the oral component has 3 different parts. Now, let's imagine, I'll give you the word that you have to describe for the final test is the word tail. How can you begin? How would you begin?